in the night patrol. Canine by my side, aching soul. Whip up a storm in the kitchen heat. Outsmart the game, never miss a beat. Green thumb in the dirt we grow. Friends with devil dog going toe to toe. Cooking meals fit for a king. Uniform strong, let them freedom ring. Police power, smart and fine. Heart of gold in every line. Serve with pride, protect and show. Life of honor, let it flow. Police power, smart and fine. Heart of gold in every line. Serve with pride, protect and show. Life of honor, let it flow. Patrol the beat around the block. Crime and chaos, we're the shock. Dogs loyal, love them true. Badge of courage, painted blue. Late night calls don't slow me down. In my garden, wear the crown. Cooking meals with flair and fun. The badge I wear, second to none. Police power, smart and fine. Heart of gold in every line. Serve with pride, protect and show. Life of honor, let it flow. Late night calls don't slow me down. In my garden, wear the crown. Cooking meals with flair and fun. The badge I wear, second to none. Police power, smart and fine. Heart of gold in every line. Serve with pride, protect and show. Life of honor, let it flow.
Hey y'all, just wanted to say, just coming on today to do, well, y'all know I'm working on watch hours, but that's not the point. Everything additional I do adds to it. But I wanted to go through and say thank you to the folks that came in last night. I'm not going to have everybody on there, but and the reason for that is quite simple. I did not have the, my chat bar didn't go all the way to the top. So, but I did want to shout out those folks that did come in late last night and just say thank you. By the way, I did pin the link at the top. If somebody wanted to come on and shout out somebody themselves they wanted to say thank you to, it's there. So let's see here. WTF Mike, he's somebody I've run into recently. I've been to his chat a few times. Likable person. I think it may have been the first time he was in the live stream last night. So I did go ahead and make him a mod from the chat that was on there. Hey, I'm scatterbrained is at the best of times. And at this time, it was, at that time, I didn't notice that he wasn't a mod. So I did make him a mod. Let me go through and drop his link. And oh, I need to fix that. There we go. And who knows? I'm sure we'll be drop some links and some other stuff as well. Hey, Des, how you doing, darling? Des, you're welcome to come up if you want to shout somebody out. Let's see. Harvey says no need to anyone to watch live, but I'm going to be talking FDA pharma corruption. Oh wow, that should be an interesting topic. Honestly, I don't think a lot of people know a lot of the stuff that's going on. Tired but good. I understand. Believe me. Anyhow, that's WTF. And I am going to go through and add all these channels on. I do, but won't come up camera free. That's fine. Hey, Drunken Chef, I was just shouting you out, just in the process of it. You know, I've been friends with Chef for a long time. Uh, well, he was one of the early ones that came on here. Shadow Scout Sweet, good to see you, brother. Good evening. Good to see you again. Let's see here. Travel with Lisa MH. Hey, y'all make sure y'all check one another out because we got some great people. Thank you, Arlene. I appreciate you dropping his link. That is Drunken Chef Barbecue's link. And he also has, man, I tell you what, see those rubs that he's got up here? Those are awesome. My favorite is the jalapeno. But, you know what? I should have, hang on. I'll be right back. Got to get some water. Didn't take long, but here it is. But I've been friends with him, and hey, I'm gonna tell you something though. Be careful though, because when you go over there, your mouth's gonna water. You're gonna get hungry, even if you already recently ate. Because he's got, man, some of that stuff is really looks delicious. Makes me wish I lived over in Arizona near him. I'd have to have him, cooking for me on the regular. Let's see. Next one up is the Wrights the Wrights trapping. I always want to say the family trapping, but it's really primarily him trapping. And he has some dogs. He's a veteran, and he's done, he's supported this country. And come on, sweetheart. Nikki's wanting my attention. Wherever I go, in fact, she was in my lap just a few minutes ago. And y'all check out, hey, Troy Sutton, good to see y'all. Good to see you. And let's see. I want to try to keep up with the chat and do this. Get my studio set up. That's cool, Harvey. I don't blame you. Took me a couple minutes to get all this set up. But let's see. That's where we're at right now. And the next channel to shout out is Cheryl M. And she has content as well. I did kind of limit it to those individuals that had content. And I know Arlene was in here last night, but last I recollect, I don't think Arlene has content at this point, but she is a great mod and very supportive as well. You see Arlene everywhere helping people take advantage of smart people take advantage of the fact that she's their friend. Well, I don't know if this take advantage is the right word, but smart people make sure she's a mod because she does drop a lot of links for folks. Anyhow, she's very helpful to your channel. And she does 367 subscribers with on 12 vid. I know I had more than 300. I know I had more than 300 videos before I got to 300 mods or 300 subscribers. Anyhow, and by the way, make sure yes, she is, isn't she, Lisa? I'm thankful that to have found her. Well, I didn't find her. I'm thankful to have met her and have her as a supporter. And Lisa's good people too. Make sure y'all check her out. Let's see, where are we over here? I think I'm right there. And let me drop her link. Yes, she is. Arlene is awesome. But let's see here. Ace, another good friend, great supporter, and somebody that you should get to know. She was last night. She said something about how she got the name Ace. And I don't remember what it was. My pleasure, Arlene. My pleasure. I'm the one that benefits here. I'm the lucky one. And one of many. Let's see. Let me make sure I think I dropped her link, but I have trouble remembering whether I did that or not. So I'm dropping her link again. All right. Then we have Marines and Army Mom. Most of y'all that have been around for any period of time around me know Miss Marines and Army Mom. And she's a great supporter, true American hero. Gave birth to one Army vet, one Marine vet, and hey, you got to be able to appreciate those individuals that contribute to our fighting force. Hey, Des, I'm sorry, I'm tending to. I'm not.
That's okay. I'm letting you do your thing, and then when you have a free breathing moment, I'll talk about the channel that I like.
All right. Well, I've only got a few more, but I could pause that if I just got to try and remember where I'm at.
No, you go. You do your thing first.
Okay. And because if I don't, these things kind of blend together to me whenever I'm doing this. And I got to keep these up this time so I can remember. It took me hours last time to add in everybody's link to the video that
Yeah.
I did. And I think last time I did it on my other channel on Belt Loop 29. This time thought it'd be good to do shout outs for these as well. JCT, good people. And, I've always found her to be very helpful, wonderful lady, and very supportive as well. Only 3 videos, she's got 110 videos, 110 subscribers to every video. You know how many? Well, it took me 300 at least videos to get to 300 subscribers. Of course, I do tend to put them out probably a little bit too often, but I tend to be a little obsessive about doing that type of thing. But it is what it is. But she's a wonderful lady, and I'm thankful to have met her. Let's see. Prairie prospecting. One of my friends has been on here. Although I can't remember how long I've known prairie prospecting. Only 42 videos, but 291. That ratio is like, what is that, 50 to 1 or something like that? Somewhere around there. Maybe it's 40 to 1. I don't know. I have to break out the calculator. And hey, Ron, how's it going? Yes, you can. Please do, Ron. We are all about sharing and building communities here. Hey, Sue, good show over at the Bud Files. Wonderful folks. Make sure y'all check out Sue as well. Prairie prospecting. Well, as you might imagine, prairie prospecting does do prospecting and gold, that type of thing. That seems like that'd be well, I know that's a real popular subject right now. Has been for a few years. Who wouldn't want to find a huge gold nugget? And Emily, M. Buglet, and wonderful, wonderful lady. And let's see, there is her link right there. I did just put it in. I can tell because, I just did it. And P Digits. If you don't know P Digits, you're missing out. P Digits has one of the best senses of humor.
And he's a great supporter too.
He is. He doesn't do a whole lot of content. He's only got 15 videos, but he's got 147 subscribers. That's 10 to 1. That's much better than my numbers. In fact, I think I have 2,200. I don't know how many videos, but it's a lot on here. Who did you want to shout out, Des? I've reached the
I
end.
want to shout out Cooking with the Munchie Mafia official.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll put out her link.
How do you spell that Munchie?
Hold on, I'm gonna put out her link here. It is Munchie,
Okay.
Mafia Official.
I am subscribed to Cooking with Munchie Mafia Official, and you just dropped their link.
Yep.
So cool. We could shout out some of the folks that we got here in the chat, like the Butt Files.
Yeah. Well, let me just tell you about Civi Munchie. So
Okay.
there's two channels. I believe it. I don't think it's this channel. I think it might be her secondary channel. But if you can watch this channel, and if you like camera angles, she's
Mm-hmm.
got three different camera angles when she cooks, and it's just the smooth from one transition from one camera to the other, so you can see what she's cooking and cutting and so forth and so on. She's a
Okay.
lot of fun. She does not filter her language, just to give you a heads up. She's also a cook at the prison.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so her and Tim Mitchell. Tim Mitchell is her partner, her spouse, her love, and so the two of them do the channel together because Tim doesn't really cook that much. She's
Well,
more
who's your spouse?
Tim Mitchell. He's part of the
Okay.
barbecue
Yeah,
community.
I've seen him.
Yeah,
I guess I just didn't associate him with
yeah, they're
the.
together. Yep,
Okay.
yep. So they team up together and do it, and he's their guinea pig, and I mean she's his. You know what I mean? He tried out her food,
Sure.
or he tried out her food. So yeah, they're a pretty good team. They complement each other, and they're fun to hang out with. And so they're gonna do this afternoon them with another channel. I'm gonna post a link to this other channel called She Cooks and She Roasts. No, she cooks and roasts, like roast beef or roast chicken and roasts. And so I'm gonna put that link as well. She's doing a pre to the meetup, the cook off at 4 o'clock. So her pre is at 3 o'clock. So you can watch her and then go and watch the two channels against each other. And she cooks. It's funny. I mean, some of the titles of her video is Medea goes to the kitchen, mac and cheese.
Hey, I love
Um,
mac and cheese.
yeah. Then she does one that's like cooking with soul, Aretha Franklin, peach cobbler.
That
Tina,
sounds good.
Tina Turner and the Black Eyed Peas.
That,
So yeah, so it's gonna be fun to watch. And then she's got like Sister Mary Clarice chicken and vegetable soup. And so her and Munchie, I call her Munchie, but it's Civi, are going to be doing a comp at 4 o'clock. And I'm going to post it on my community tab because right now I can't remember the second channel name and it's bugging the heck out of me. And I went through my list about 15 times.
you know.
But these two are great channels.
Um.
Go ahead.
What was the other one?
The other one is um, cooking. Oh, hold on. She cooks and roasts. I thought I posted the link, but I don't know if I did. I'll copy it. Copy. Here's the other channel.
Okay, I found it. And I'll be honest with you on the Cooking with the Munchie Mafia Official.
Yep.
I was thinking that was somebody else. I mean, I've seen Cooking the Munchie Mafia.
Yeah.
I've seen them. But I know somebody. Well, we both know somebody that, and I don't think I've ever said it to anybody else. And I'm not going to point out who the other person is because I think I thought they had started a new channel. And was trying to avoid some other folks that were just, there seems to be conflict a lot of times between one channel and another. And so
I just ignore a lot of the conflict because there's a lot of conflict channels that go up against another person I've been watching that got me into YouTube and being addicted to YouTube, and then eventually went to another channel and started doing my lives. So I ignore conflict, and if something goes across my mind that I don't like, then I might ignore them for a little while and go back to them later, or just shut them down altogether and not go back and watch them. So
yeah, well, I understand. I try to avoid conflict myself. but I just connected with them, so hopefully, it looks like they do live streams. So it's always good to have another connection in your pocket so that you can, because a lot of times I find myself looking for somebody to watch.
Yeah.
And let me get there.
A lot of channels that I would put out are like on my community tab. I mean, yeah, my community tab. Sorry, on my YouTube page. Like if you scroll down, there's different things, but a lot of them are not like YouTubers like in our community. Like they don't do lives, and it's very rare if they do a live. They're more into like showing their content. They're builders. Some women have built some beautiful stuff in their homes, like bought a house and started redoing. So, like I watch XL McKenna. She doesn't really do lives. She's got 2 channels, and she's got a house in California, a house in Texas. She was renting for the long time. She was a designer and started learning how to use power tools, and redid her whole house in Texas. And she's still working on it for over like 3 years now. And she started getting into her own business during the whole C thing. Like started producing a lot of videos because she was stuck at home. She couldn't do anything. So she's like, let me build. And then roaming with Wild Rosie, she was a trucker, hiking everywhere. She bought a house in Sweden and started renovating the whole inside and learned how to use the flat Japanese saw and build. And it's like all natural wood in her house. And, she tore out walls. And so there's like different, they don't do like we do the YouTube. So they're more creators and designers and builders than they are like homesteaders and chefs and
Hey, real quick, have you seen Kathy Bates before? That last night was the first time I'd seen Kathy Bates.
Yeah, that was the last time. That was the last time. That was the first time as well.
But I went ahead and made him a mod. Maybe I'm a little, I'm very trustful of a lot of folks, even though I'm sure at some point it'll come back to bite me in the rear end. But well,
sometimes it does, and you just yank that wrench and.
Well, yeah, but let me paint you a picture. Let's say you do like I do and like you tend to do. I mean, you're a little bit more careful with it, I think, than I am. But if let's say that you go through and you had somebody that you made a mod that actually had ill will towards you. See, I'm trusting, but I also tend to be, look at skeptical sides as well.
I yank it, I block.
Well, they could go through and create havoc with your channel by coming back and hiding or blocking a lot of the folks on.
I block like the people that I block are like the trolls that are like trolling somebody that came onto my channel. Right. And they want to make it miserable, and they're not making it miserable at me. They're making it miserable for other people that they're trolling. And it's like, I don't want that kind of troll in my channel that's going to smash people to death and then talk about sex and porn and no.
Right. I understand, but there's a big difference between having somebody mock and not.
I just take the wrench away. I'm like, I'm sorry, I got to take a wrench away for a little while until I can trust you again.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, Bat.
Is Bat in here?
Yes, he is. He just came in and he said, "Hey, Gary."
Hey, Bat 13. Good to see you. Well, see, it hadn't popped up on because right now I have my talk studio up in front of me.
That's where I saw it. I have the YouTube covered right now. It's on his talk studio.
I have the actual shout outs here on the left. Did lives once in a while. Don't like drama. Also picks about who I give a wrench to.
That's smart, Kathy. Hey, Matt.
That's a good thing, Kathy. I just, I'm just talking in general. Let's put that.
Like Matt says, be yourself.
Yeah, I mean, well, my main focus on here typically is to go through and share people out. It's the only thing that I have of. It's the only thing that I really have that I think is of value on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I feel I know you have expressed before a come on, come on, come on. There we go. You have expressed before a feeling that you don't have a whole lot to do except for chewing the fat, and I feel the same way. I don't.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you've got your garden, you've got your critters. You get to travel, and that's the other thing. You travel, so you've got a camera that you can watch. People can watch where you're going. Like if you're doing a road trip, you can do a live. I can't do any of that. First of all, I'm afraid to even look away at the to the camera. My eyes are always on the road. One, two. So Serena's not going to want to hold the camera for me to talk about it. And
but you could get a hey, Waylon Smalley. Hey, you talk about gardening, man. He's the gardening guru.
oh, I know I
Uh,
can get a mount, but I don't know the right mount to get. You know what I'm
if
saying?
you want
So
if you want to know about deep mulch gardening, he's the fellow to talk to. And,
yeah, I wish I could garden. I have no yard to garden in.
hey, I like Waylon. When I met him, I think he was around 1,500. It may have been 2,000 subscribers, but he's over. I think pretty sure he's over 50,000 now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
like me watching the Crockers. Jason was at 35,000. That's who got me into YouTube, and now he's 385,000 or 390,000 subscribers on just one of his channels, and his other three channels, he's like over 30,000 or up to 30,000 on them.
well, let's
Up
go
to
through.
62,000, Matt said.
Cool. Well, let's go through and drop Matt's and Waylon's and link. Let me see if I can figure out how to do it. I have trouble thinking and doing it at the same time.
Wayland's, all you have to do is click the three dots next to his name. And Matt.
Well, yeah, but then I'd have to have it on here, and I don't have that on here.
Okay.
So, and Big Matt will be at the meetup we're going to.
Yes, can't wait. I think it's what, 39 days, 38 days now? I lost track.
It's getting close. Let's go through and
I'm
do
gonna go
Waylon
look, see
as
what
well.
the countdown is while you're checking out Matt.
And
Like planting seeds, sometimes it takes a while, but it will grow, and a little bit of love.
62,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, 39 days to go.
and just dropped his link as well. And Waylon's good people. He's from over there in Oklahoma, and Big Matt's over in Texas.
And Jason's over in Oklahoma, near Bristow.
That's true. And now you talk about Jason Pest Hunters or Jason Jason?
Jason Crocker. Jason Pest Hunters is down near Jasper, Texas.
Yeah, I was about to say I think he's in Texas.
Yeah, he's coming to the meetup as well. Him and
Yeah.
Molly.
Him and Molly. I love, of all the icon or the pictures, whatever avatars that I've seen, my favorite and her sticker is that picture of the shirt.
The shirt opening up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Superman, but it's got like the American flag on the outside, flag of Texas on the inside, or maybe it's reverse.
Okay, I want to go and raid Waylon's yard just from his intro and all those sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
I'm a sweet potato and an acorn squash and butternut squash girl. So when I saw him harvesting those sweet potatoes in the intro, I'm like, okay, I want to go raid his garden.
Hey, sweet potatoes grow well during the summer, and they're not really hard to grow.
Yeah, well, when you don't have a yard, a garden to plant anything other than a little bit of flowers,
Yeah.
there's just no room. And I tried planting tomatoes in that flower bed, and they got burnt up no matter how much I watered. from the driveway, the concrete driveway right next to it, and the car heat and everything else. It was just too much heat coming from the front of the house and the back of the yard. And the back of the house is all trees and pine needles and pine and poison ivy. There's just, and that's a tiny, tiny yard too. So there's not enough room for anything, and barely getting sun back there. And if it does get sun, then I get pine needles.
I'll
So
tell
I
you
don't want
what,
to put pine needles.
I've never done this before, but I'm going to go through and drop one of my links.
Your channels.
I'm gonna drop two, I think. I'm gonna drop the
Okay.
homestead link, and
Awesome, Kathy.
I
I
do have.
wasn't raised. I was raised in the Virgin Islands and on army bases, and then up in Massachusetts in the suburb and then the city.
But and I guess I'm kind of working on that a little bit. Mostly it's going to be about gardening, but anything, anything that might be homestead related. I've got some videos of like some chickens and what have you on there.
I would think that pine straw would be better than pine needle.
And pine straw, pine straw, pine needle. I'm not sure what the difference is.
There's a difference. If
Okay.
we grow a lot of little baby trees in the back from the pine needles. Pine straw is kind of like a covering over the top. It's a little bit longer and it's lighter. It's a different. If you look it up, pine needle and pine straw.
Okay. Yeah, that very well may be. I'm just not familiar with it. And that's my Cute Critters channel. I guess I could do in food as well. My two lowest ones is the
Now you need to, if you're going to drop your channels, Gary, you need to just tell us what each channel is about.
okay.
So just dropping a link and not explaining is not going to let us, like, why are we going to come
All
to
right. Well, I don't mind.
us?
Well, I guess I could explain why I even have the links. And whenever my food channel, it used to be about cooking. I still got some recipes on there and how to cook some stuff like what you see right there on the background or whatever, the picture. That is this right here is, I did a video on there that shows how to make boneless thighs wrapped, stuffed with a jalapeno and stuffed that with pepper, or not pepper, with cheese. And that is one of the tastiest things you can, and jalapenos really ain't that hot if you take out the ribs and the seeds. And let's go through and do Travel with Lisa. And
Awesome, Pat.
she is awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that, Pat. And but Travel with Lisa, she's got a voice from like the UK, English, and,
Okay.
And she does a lot in graveyards, and a lot of times she'll go to some specific headstone
Mhm.
that is has a historical significance.
Yeah.
And she does other stuff on other stuff, shows other headstones as well. And some of those oh, Trump says here, hey, good to see you. We're just trying to help folks along the way, gain some more
And
stuff.
when it said on your food, that sounded tasty.
It is. In fact, I do a video on that food channel that is about, let's see. Well, let me go back to that one. I've got, I'd have to go back to there's one with Lazy Days Ahead. I did one, how to make some grilled cheese with a twist. And some, Dreamland barbecue sauce, Southern Deluxe Review, Jerry's Fish House. I've gotten to where most of them are just about food, things I eat. Now that one right there, shells and cheese with Velveeta, man, that is the bomb. It's like a macaroni and cheese, but it's with shells, and it throws in some rotel, and it's delicious. If I'm gonna cook it, it's gonna be really good. Here's stuffed boneless chicken thighs. That's the one I was just talking about. And yeah, also I did one on chocolate covered bacon. That was something. I think I found a better way to do that though, so I may make that again. I just got to wait till I get off this high carb, low carb, high protein. And so,
Do it with dark chocolate and bacon. You're good to go.
well, the thing
Dark
is,
chocolate's better for you than regular chocolate.
the tip I would give though on that is really just along the lines of add butter to the chocolate. That way it doesn't, it maintains a little bit of viscosity, so it's easier. Otherwise, when you try to put that chocolate on the bacon, it tends to want to clump up a little bit.
You need it when it's still like warm, and then take the bacon and dip it in. Don't brush it on.
Yeah, but you know how much chocolate you have to do to do that. Now, Cute Critters is just all about animals. There's one from over at Eddie's that has Gracie and Nikki. Gracie has a tendency not to care too much for other dogs. So, anyhow, I've got there's a lot of the videos about Nikki early on, but I do have a lot of videos in there of Nikki. It's a lot harder to do that when you got 3 dogs. Get a bite for it. Hey, thank you.
That's like having kids. The first and second ones, you get tons of pictures. The third one gets left behind.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be as hard if I only had 2, but we had to, Eddie did his sales job and got us. We ended up getting a third one from him. And so,
in my case, the third one got a hold of the camera reels and pulled out all the film from the reel before they got developed. So they got exposed and no pictures of Serena when she was little turkey.
Serena's good people.
She is good people, but she was a wild child.
And it used to be gardening. I hadn't bothered changing that since I did it. But now I went to homestead. That's basically gardening. Although I throw a few other things in there. It's not, I guess I changed it to homestead because it's not quite as restrictive as just gardening. Even then, at one point I was focusing on permaculture, and permaculture is a very narrow lane, I guess. I probably should have stuck with permaculture, to be honest with you. But I'm going to be doing some gardening now this year. We've done a little bit in the last couple of years, but it hadn't been a whole lot. And so, thank you. I appreciate that, Kathy. I've got 3 beautiful dogs. Nikki is our oldest. She's about a little over 2 years old now. And she's the one that, when they all sleep in the bed with us, but, Tammy tends to bring AJ and Rosemary out. She gets up real early in the morning. I think she was up at 6 o'clock this morning, and she was taking the 2 of the dogs out from the room so I could sleep. I didn't get to bed till 1:30. It was after 1:30, I know.
You ready? It's ready.
Okay, I'm
Hi, Tammy.
Mom, do you want to say hey to Des?
Oh,
Hey,
hi.
Des, how are you?
Good, honey. How are you?
And yeah, she fixed breakfast for us today. She made that breakfast casserole, and man, I love that stuff.
Nice. I can't wait. 39 days.
Yeah, it'll be. I don't think we'll have a kitchen. hey, maybe we could get Tammy to fix some breakfast casserole on at the meetup. Of course, it'd be hard to have enough for 50, 100 people, but I don't know. I'll have to think on that. I may have to go. I may have to go through and 39 days till what, Des?
Well, it's actually 38 days for me. I'm leaving on the 37th day to drive 2 days over. So I'll get there a day before everybody else. I'll be there on Thursday, hopefully. And then the meetup in Operation Rendezvous in Texas.
Yep. Let's see.
Yep.
Wow.
So I'm gonna be there from Thursday until Monday, a day before and a day after the event.
Let me put this over here and I can show it up off of here. Ralph and Eddie just did their tech talk yesterday.
Yep.
And we do have Operation Rendezvous, 39 days. Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready yet.
It's going to be at the Retreat RV and Camping Resort over in Huffman, Texas.
And a bunch of us will be staying at the Best Western Plus in Humboldt, Texas.
Yeah, if somebody wants to come, let me drop the link for this particular spot. This is Bat 13. This is the link if you get a wild hair to find out more about the meetup.
Yeah, you scroll down to the bottom of the page, and there's a place that says register. You want to register there if you're going to come. Put your name, your email, who's your channel name, who's coming with you, and then if you are definitely coming, you need to send Devil Dogs Keeper Jamie. So it's devildogskeeper@gmail.com, a digital image of your logo, because she's going to be doing some swag bags for all those that are coming.
And it's got things for if you want to get into fishing, barbecue, games, demos.
There's also going to be classes on how to edit videos, and there's another class, and Pest Hunter is doing 2 classes. So there's going to be different things going on, and there's going to be Friday night, the night at the hotel, we're having game night, where the winner or the winners, depending on or the people with all the poker chips, because hopefully there'll be enough prizes that there'll be different amounts that people can purchase something with their winning poker chips.
Right. I know I'm going to be contributing some stuff, and
yeah, I already got I already got a flower arrangement and a basket vase. I'm making a couple of small wreaths to go with them, one a rag and one with floral. I'm bringing a diffuser with some essential oils. I'm bringing a canning book and I think a couple of other books for the giveaway as like a little package, a book package or something. Stuff that I want to just release as I don't, so I might as well bring the book with me and do it part of the giveaway.
If you'd like to see some of my dogs, Kathy, I do some videos that's on my Cute Critters channel.
And there's also going to be 2 computers, rebuilt computers from Webb's Web in the giveaway. I mean, the one on Saturday.
I think only one. I don't know all the details on that. I know that one of them.
He mentioned it last night. He's bringing both of them.
Okay.
So
I didn't know if you were selling one or anyhow.
I know one is definitely for Saturday's drawing where they have raffle tickets, where everybody gets a ticket. You don't have to buy the ticket, but everybody gets a ticket, and you have to be there in order to win it. You can't leave.
Right. But anyhow, let's see. Let me get that back over here.
Yeah, Old Man King is coming from Arkansas.
Yeah. So, well, I appreciate that. And let's see.
Take care, Lisa. Have a great day. Stay safe and warm.
Yes, please do. There's a kinship between me and Bat 13. Batman and Bat 13, and well, technically it's Bat Loop 29, but
That threw me off when he changed his logo color. I'm like, is that our bat? Yes, it's our bat. He just changed the image.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just cool. I like his. Just went over to his channel and saw the thing. His new avatar or his avatar and,
Logo.
Yeah, logo. Hey, I get them all confused, and what's funny? Y'all stop it. That's just Mama, I expect. Hang on. No, that's Benny. Apparently, Tammy's daddy, so I assume. Y'all stop it. Y'all stop. They ain't gonna listen to me.
I want your shirt.
The what?
The Punisher shirt. I like that shirt.
Yeah. Thank you. Y'all stop it. They ain't gonna listen. I better leave. After all, in-laws are here and Tammy's got food ready. Thank y'all for coming in. We're gonna end in 3, 2, 1.
Bye, everybody.